Hi, my name's Sonny and I'm one of the Affinity Group's most recent apprenticeship graduates. I recently just passed my level 2 in accountancy and finance apprenticeship. For myself personally, I wanted to get a little bit of a head start towards my peers who choose to go to university to study accountancy instead. Being able to learn in the workplace whilst earning a little bit of money on the side as well is a lot more valuable to me than possibly coming out of university with little experience and probably mountains of debt as well. Is a lot more appealing to me personally. Accountancy isn't really the most obvious choice for someone who's quite young, maybe not the avenue most people want to go into, but from a young age I had a lot of not just personal interest but family and friends who also had worked in that field and advised me of its advantages, and that helped me with my choice along the way as I was coming out of school to choose accountancy. I usually spend my days either answering client queries on the phone or via email. I'll also spend some time studying the material for my courses. Alongside that, I'll also be completing self-assessment tax returns for our clients and providing ways to be the most tax efficient. Being able to gain a deeper understanding of clients themselves as individuals and their businesses and how they operate is quite interesting to me, and more importantly what my role entails is being able to maximise tax efficiency for them and being able to come out of a meeting or discussing with a client that they're able to save money is very rewarding for myself. The Affinity Group as an employer allow me to go away and for one day and study at college. This enables me to take time away from work and really be able to focus on what tasks I have left at college, whether that be studying for my exams or keeping up to date with my portfolio. Now, whilst I'm at work with my work responsibilities and material I need to study there, the Affinity Group also provide time and slots away from my desk to be able to study some material that's more pertinent to my role at work, and this allows me to develop a little bit quicker in both college and at the Affinity Group instead of cramming it all into one place. The application process was actually quite smooth. I found the Affinity Group on Indeed. I was actually interviewed by a former apprentice who is now a brand owner. Now knowing that there is someone who's in the exact same position as me was very, very helpful for me, and I knew that joining the Affinity Group I'd be in a place where people knew what position I was in, and the Affinity Group has a large focus on training and developing more junior members of staff, so joining the Affinity Group for me was more of a no-brainer. The opportunity to develop and exceed past my apprenticeship was very, very valuable to me. We also take time to join social events and spend time away from the office after the hard work's been done. When I started at the Affinity Group I was 18, so at the time I had very little exposure to how to conduct myself or be professional in a workspace. Now this is developed exponentially, and now that I'm 20 years old, I feel like I've got mountains of experience being able to talk to both internal managers and colleagues as well as external clients, and this is going to be with me until the day I retire, and I'm sure it'll be developing for the years to come. Now that I've completed my apprenticeship, there's many options for me to choose from to develop my career. For myself personally, I'll be choosing to go down the ATT to CTA pathway. Now this is it's not a short training program. It'll take probably about 4 to 6 years if all goes well. I want to focus on inheritance tax and trusts, as it's something that's interests me from an early age, and I believe will be beneficial to me to develop my career. Stepping into the workforce, if you have the opportunity to do so as opposed to going to university, is something I'd say is a massive advantage. For myself, over the last 18 months, I've probably learned more, not just knowledge at work, but general life skills, and I have done in the past few years at school or sixth form. and this will stay with me for the rest of my life. Those who may be a little bit hesitant to go into the workforce because they don't really know anything, that's fine. I didn't know anything when I started, and not many people do when they first start a new job. As most school leavers, they're not going to have much experience in life or in the workforce itself, but that really shouldn't deter you from being able to go into an apprenticeship. And they understand that you're coming into the workforce for the first time, so you should be there to make mistakes and learn along the way. And above all else as well, you'll be earning money whilst you learn as well, and that should benefit you as well, I'm sure.